So now that we know that Ghost is alive, who helped him? Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? So today's video, we're just gonna kind of dive in and kind of talk about who could have actually helped Ghost survive. So if we know, or we have, a lot of us agree that Ghost is alive, you know, he's alive and kicking somewhere out there, who could it have been that actually helped him? So now, one of my family members has said it could have possibly been like Angela, but I'm like, no. Angela is really, really dead. Like she's really gone, because remember, she even had a casket. I think they brought up her body. You know, it was a lot, and yeah, so it wasn't her. You know, they're not trying to go and have their little Mexico sunset and like they always plan to do. That's not the case. But I feel like, could it possibly have been, who could it possibly, I know it couldn't have been Tariq, because Tariq is the one who actually shot him. I don't think, like if it was some plot twist where Tariq had something to do with something, like, I don't know, it kind of doesn't make sense. But if it was some kind of plot twist like that, I would be super upset, because it's like all this time we're thinking a certain thing. But no, I don't think that's even like a possibility, because look how hard he's working to try to finish college early so that he can get this money and be good with his family. I do think there's a possibility that Ghost may resurface once he gets out of college. Like, you know, it'd be like, good job, son, I knew you could do it. Here goes the money, or I don't know, something crazy. Or imagine he's about to get the money, and then all of a sudden he walks in, and then boom, no more money. Like, that would be an epic plot twist. Yo, Tariq will be so pissed off, but at the end of the day, it would just show, like, I always win, you know, because like Ghost said, he always wins, you know. That's just what he does. And we saw how cocky he was getting during the last few days. So that, but I'm feeling like, could it have been maybe Ramona? Because we saw how Ramona, you know, she was literally in love with this man. And a lot of these people will do some crazy things for love. I've done some crazy things for love in my past. So I know, like, people will do some crazy shit for some love, okay? And we've seen how a lot of these women have backed him up. How Tasha, she was his rider for like a minute, you know, you couldn't tell her nothing. And even when stuff was hitting the fan, she still was making sure she held him down. Partly because she could get in trouble as well, but also because he was her kid's father, you know, Tariq and all of them. So that's one thing I was thinking, like, maybe it could have been Ramona, because she was ready to, like, he was ready to have that life that he always wanted, and finally have a woman that was, you know, not super hood. She was just real clean cut and just ready to be there by his side, you know. I mean, they weren't super serious or anything, but he did tell Tasha that he was ready to start a life with her. So I mean, maybe they had some chats and came up with a little plan and said, you know what, we're gonna do this. We're going to fake your death, and we're going to make sure that you get away, because this is the only way that we'll be able to still be together, because you're becoming public enemy number one. So that could have been possibly like an idea of somebody that could have. Maybe Stern could have been another person that I'm possibly thinking about, because Stern, this is like his black investment, you know, like this is his black messiah. You know, he doesn't want him to die. You know, this was making him look good, because he was showing some, like, he was showing diversity. He was showing that a black man can be the leader, and he was just getting the benefits of it in the background as being his a partner. So, you know, things were getting a little a little thick. So maybe that was like the best plan. Like, let's fix up your image, work on this, make the people remorseful and sad, and just say they wish you were here. And then a few years later, you resurface, we fix your image, and now you are a hero again. And you can go back into politics or whatever it is that you want to do. Like, oh my God, he has a second chance at life. So I think that that could possibly be a person, maybe. I mean, I don't know if Stern is really cut out for that. But then again, he has a lot of people. And he will protect his interests at all costs. He'll protect his money and his legacy at all costs. So I feel like it's a small chance. A small chance. And then finally, as someone had mentioned in my other video where I said, you know, who that ghost was alive, there was somebody who mentioned the uncle and how he asked him about like the apartment above him and things like that. So, you know, and he also showed up again, like I think it was at the funeral, and they did a close-up on him. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, family will always hold you down regardless of anything. Family will be by your side. You know, family will make sure that you are good. You know, some people have some of the best family. Some family, you know, they are going to hold you down, right or wrong. They're going to make sure like everything is good. So I feel like that could have possibly been another person that maybe, just maybe, helped him to survive, you know, found a way, helped him, I don't know, somehow. I mean, I don't know this guy like that because we haven't really seen too much of him. So I don't know, like, but obviously that's Ghost family. So sometimes the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that he was a cunning man and had like they had these talks, you know, they reconnected. And why would anybody look upstairs for him? Why would they think that his uncle was connected, you know? So that, and the final person that I have on my radar that I'm thinking possibly maybe was Tommy, maybe, just maybe. But I feel like that one's like a little far-fetched because didn't we see Tommy leave? Did we see Tommy leave by himself? I'm trying to remember that last episode. I probably should have watched it again. But I feel like maybe he left by himself. But there was an ambulance that was right there, like you guys mentioned, by Truth. So it's definitely a possibility that they could have snuck him out somehow, you know, because Tariq already left. They snuck him out a different way, you know, because clubs have different exits because of, you know, anything that can happen. So possibly they snuck him out. He went in there. Tommy knows where he is. That's why Tommy hurried up and left. You know, he went to California or wherever shortly after he did his thing, and killed that guy. I forgot his name now. But I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe, just maybe. And maybe the reason why he has this vendetta against Tariq and Tasha, obviously Tasha killed his woman, but Tariq tried to kill his best friend, regardless if he survived or not. Like, just knowing in his head, like, you try to kill my brother. You know, even if he knows that he's alive, like, yo, you try to, and he gotta like stick with the story and go hard with the story. That's why he didn't really kill Tariq, you know? Like, he's still, I don't know. Like, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. But what I feel like is a little bit far-fetched. A little bit. It's stretching it just a little bit. But if you guys think you know who could have possibly helped him survive, then definitely let me know down below, because I'm interested to know if you guys are thinking the way I'm thinking. We will see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure that you have subscribed and you have turned on your post notifications. Laters.